like when people, it happens in particular when, well, one scenario that comes to mind, which we're just experiencing at the moment, is that where you're working, we worked with someone in the past. They had some stuff going on, and went and lived overseas, changed what they were doing, and sort of ran things on their own for a bit. Then have come back, and then now wanting to realize that they need to do some stuff to hit some of their financial, not making the progress that they want to hit some big financial goals, and then when it comes time, though, it's getting to the points where we need to start doing things that it's like, oh, there's all these reasons why they can't, do this, or this work things come up, or this other thing. And it's like, you can see and we were saying from the outside looking in, you go, I know that it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable to change what you're doing, but you know that you need to do it. You know that you want the outcome of these things, but then it's almost like we're quite flawed in that we're lying to ourselves more so that we don't do these things. So for people that don't realize that they might be falling into that trap, or for people that are trying to help people realize that they might be falling into that trap, what do you think we can do to help people understand that it is a thought process issue that's pushing us to, deprioritize the things that we know are important, but potentially a little bit hard or uncomfortable?
Yeah. So look, a lot of the people that I work with, is, like you said in the beginning, I'm a high performance coach. So high performance requires you to level up. And by leveling up, we have to acknowledge what is going on and what we're contributing to why things aren't going the way that we particularly want it to. And that's where it comes, as you said, it's, I'll use the word excuses. So it's not to say that I'm not accusing people of whinging all the time, although a lot of people do, but it's like they're excuses. Like you said, there's always one other thing that comes up, or I had to work late, I had to do this. You chose to do that. If we're going to be really direct and honest right now, you are choosing the path that you're on. And if you don't like that and you want something different, then you have to choose to do something else, because you aren't the first person that's had to work late. You aren't the first person that now has to do homeschooling with your 3 kids. You're not the first person to have aging parents that you're now looking after, or that, that didn't get the job that they wanted, or the promotion that they wanted, or it costs more to do whatever it was that you chose to do. Like, people deal with this stuff every single day. And that's not to say that it's not important and that it's not significant, or that we shouldn't acknowledge the things that you're going through. But ultimately, you still choose. When something happens to you, you choose how you're going to react. For the example that you gave us, that person chose to go overseas. Now, that's not right or wrong. That was the decision that they made. And I think if we're being honest, they probably have thousands of fabulous memories and experiences and all of these different things that they have been through over the period that they're there. And then they come back now and all of a sudden they feel like they're behind. And I don't think it's one of those things it's like comparing apples and oranges. You can't compare what you would have had if you didn't do something, because you've got all of this stuff that you do have because you did make a choice. There's just now and what you're planning on doing going forward. And if you want it to be different, then we choose to be different, and we have to acknowledge, well, how do we make that different? There's always a way. There's always a choice.
Yes.
No one is ever that stuck that can't do anything, throw your hands up in the air. That is giving up. So absolutely, there's always